Hello, everyone. I'm your friend Kevin. Welcome, 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 and thank you for being here and watching this divine daily blast. Let's get right to it, shall we? We are in the angel numerology number 7 day today. I like starting off with the number, and I guess it just gives me a jumping off point. Basically, focus, but it also means you're on the right path. I believe that the number 7 for me is magical. Spiritual desires and plans seem to be correct, beneficial, the priorities in the right order, that kind of thing. Particularly when it comes to your material wants and your material needs. Giving thanks for that. It's a day to be charming and studious. Focus and in some respects introverted. Now that doesn't mean to say shut yourself off from the world and become a hermit, but more introspective. What do you find interesting? What are you loving? What are you liking? What are you grateful for? All of those things. Now, the number 7 works with the 7 of Cups. Some images show the 7 of Cups being about choices, having too many choices. Sometimes you've seen the 7 of Cups following the chakras, different colors of the chakras. I think if you wanted to focus even more on that, it would be see whatever color you see and then follow that with like the auric studies. Bring out the Sun card and the Chariot card. Chariot card is a major arcana card in the tarot. Movement forward with a little bit of force. We usually see Archangel Metatron driving a black and a white horse, talking about making the right choices, going in the right direction. And of course, the Sun, bringing everything to your door. Work with Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael. Moving on. Message from the guardian angels. We are messengers from Source, whose entire purpose is to make you feel safe. Trust that you are adored and protected in all ways. Today I choose faith over fear. I stand tall in my trust in the divine. Trust, trust, trust. We have to trust. And I would suggest, with this still a little new moon energy, look for evidence where your trust has actually paid off. Look for instances where you trusted that something was going to happen and it did. It's a little bit like focusing on, you know, when you take a picture or you're a photographer or something, you have to bring it into focus. These days it's automatic. Allow your mind to go on automatic and focus on what's important to you. Here's my isms. It's not what you show, it's how you show up. How are you showing up? How are you showing up for yourself? I am focused on joy and well-being for myself and others. Perfect. Joy and well-being. I mean, even if you walk up to strangers like I often do, hello, how you doing? How you going? What's happening? It's good to see you. That dress looks nice on you. People might look at you like you have lost your mind. However, they don't forget the kindness, they don't forget the joy, they don't forget the happiness, and it lifts your vibration and the vibration of others, even if you're met with a scowl. I am the best I can be in this moment. What are you in this moment? Are you the best you can be in this moment, or are you bothering by saying, I'm not good enough, not worthy enough, not enough, this is going on, that's going on, blah-de, blah-de, blah-de. No, you are the best you can be in this moment. Lift it, believe it, trust it, go with it. Hathor is with us. She is talking about your brilliance, talking about shining your light. Recognizing that you might have gone through a challenging time the last few years. Hello, let's face it, who hasn't? You've survived it though, you went through it. Now is the time where brilliance is being accelerated and your light should be shone. You should be shining your light everywhere. Archangel Jophiel, she's with us all week long. Basically, the extra guidance from her this week is saying that we all have bad apples in our minds, old recurring thoughts and stories, ones that repeat family history, These things keep us small, it keeps us unhealed, it keeps us limited, it keeps us stuck. So, this week with this new moon, the sun gone into Aries, the spring equinox, know that your thoughts aren't serving you, or those thoughts aren't serving you, the bad thoughts aren't serving you, because angels are bringing them to your attention and encouraging you to spend more time thinking the thoughts that you are meant to think. So, my thoughts are seeds that blossom and bloom. Done. Louise Hay says, I stop and smell the flowers today. I take a beauty break and enjoy nature in her glory. I like this image because it shows a dandelion and two ladybirds. Now, it's interesting that I've heard it said that ladybirds are really bugs. They're not particularly kind or friendly or what have you. I'm not really sure I feel that way, but maybe because I love the colour of them. I also think that they are kind of tame. It's not uncommon to have a ladybug land on you and just crawl around. I'm not really sure why they have a bad rap. Maybe somebody can say in the comments if they've heard the same thing. The tarot card for today is quite lovely. Here we see our gardener, not necessarily tired, she's just taking a break. And this is the 7 of coins. It's, if you think back to the Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Earth, whatever you want, whatever deck you're using, those were the seeds planted. And in this 7, this gardener can rest on her labours. Her tree is growing all this fruit. She continues, or she communes with herself and this bird. She's aligned with a single coin that she's picked from the tree. Surrounding her tree are well-tended flowers, pots, sleepy house cat, all of this stuff, saying that I've done my work, I've toiled well, and well-laid plans bear fruit. My investments bear dividends. My hard work is paying off. All of this is the energy for today. A calm, contemplative mood. The woman's created a peaceful kingdom for herself. Birds, no birds chasing cats. So this to me is about the planet of Saturn in the sign of Taurus, really talking about patience, self-discipline, and enjoyment. You know, sometimes when we land on an epiphany, we land on something joyful and wonderful and great, smelling the flowers, taking a beauty break. Those are the ways that we keep going. When we say, you know, what is that prayer? This is the day the Lord has made. You know, I'm basking in its glory. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No matter what. Just taking that time out. Right, here we go. Fairies, come to light. Bring us a blessing. Make it bright. I pulled a card earlier from this deck, and the card I pulled said confidence. And I'm thinking, ooh, that goes, that lands. Oh, that one, okay. Oh, I've got 2. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, love it, love it, love it. So the first one was the sensitivity card. Our fairy feeding a unicorn. And the second card was appreciation. So listen, there's a saying we say in our spiritual circles, you can't make this up. When you give thanks for the fruit, for the birds, for the flowers, for the cat, give thanks for the flowers, for all that nature's bringing, appreciating your brilliance, you're tapping into a sensitivity side of yourself. And that's okay. We have to be sensitive to all, Mother Earth, Father Sky, all the angels, all the fairies. the known and the unknown, the seen and the unseen. And right now, the realms, physical and non-physical, I like to call it, are blending together. Things that we appreciate will expand and grow. Things that we feel joyful about, lifting our vibrations for, will expand and grow. The lighter we shine our light, the best we can be in every moment of the day, the focusing on joy and well-being is how we're showing up. Now, I'm going to give you a caveat. It isn't always like that. It's hard to show appreciation when you're not feeling it. That is a challenge. If you're somebody who has repeatedly told a story like I did about how tough things are, you have to catch yourself. And it's a habit. We have brain syntax, they call them, brain mapping. And the brain mapping is used to going from A to B to C to D. It's just automatic. We have to reprogram all of that. But also being sensitive to the idea that you were taught to be this way by what you saw, by what you heard, by what people taught you, and it wasn't their fault. That's the other part of remapping your brain. Folks who taught you, who were raised, like, for example, my own ancestors were war babies. Whether it was the First World War in Europe in the, whether it was 1918, somewhere in there, or the Second World War in the 1940s. Anyone who went through that, and now folks in Eastern Europe are experiencing the same thing, there is something that comes along with it. You either rise up and find the best place you can possibly be in all that turmoil, or you do not. And when people feel like they are oppressed, beaten down, whatever you want to call it, behind the line, it is a challenge for folks to see the sunny side of the street, for folks to find joy, happiness in those times. I'm reminded, now the Tibetan monks are known to use colored powder or sand. I think it's sand. They use a different colored sand, and they make these amazing mandalas, or mandalas, however you want to say it. They're like collages on the floor by strategically placing these bright colored sands, and they create these wonderful elaborate designs, not unlike a sandcastle on the beach. Then there's a celebration. I got goosebumps. Thank you. When I get these goosebumps, I know Spirit World's with me, giving me this message. There's a celebration at the end of it where they destroy it all. They beat up all these colored, and they're happy to do it. It is a example, indication that nothing is permanent. And we can build up and build up and build up, and then we start again by letting go of what needs to be let go. Yes, I think it is rather sad that some of these older homes that stood the test of time, 20, 30, 40 years, maybe longer, 100 years, they are torn down and something new goes in its place. And there is a sense of sadness. It's interesting that developers don't necessarily have a ceremony to thank the building for being in that space for as long as it was. They're a little bit like, well, here comes a new building. But that's how we evolve. It's how we grow. Folks who've ever visited Cuba, the folks down there are still riding around in cars from the 1950s. In order to maintain them and keep them on the road, the folks who live there that own these vehicles make their own parts to repair them. It's quite fascinating. So there are areas of the world, where is that? Prague in Europe, is one of those places where it seems like time stood still. Another part that comes to mind in Italy, Tuscany. There are pockets of the world, definitely in Northern Ireland, and definitely in Machu Picchu, Peru. There are areas of the world where time has stood still and nothing much has changed. Nothing wrong with it, if that's what you like and that's what you want to do. But we're in a period of time, that's why I'm saying this, that we have to be sensitive to the changes that are happening. And we have to appreciate the growth that it's offering. And we have to stop and realize whatever seeds we planted are now bearing fruit. Stop and smell the flowers. And with that said, my friends, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to write comments, whatever you feel, whatever you think. I read them, put them down below. And also your blessings of donations certainly do help me. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Let's keep this going, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.